What made you get chili sauce?
I don't know. I used to like that combination.
Alright, we're just live on YouTube. I didn't go live on the hard camera.
There it is.
Oh, God.
You're not going to the bathroom?
No, it's not necessary.
Hello, Abby. How are you?
Hi, Abby. Now we're good. Hello, guys.
Hey, guys. Hello, Jimmer. Hello,
Happy
Leo.
Sunday.
Happy Sunday, guys.
All right, so
Get off that counter.
can we? Are you drinking? Is that what you're drinking?
Yeah.
Can we move this way a little bit? And can we put the napkins a little bit towards this way?
Well, why?
Hello, Leo.
Why? What is it bothering?
I guess it's not.
It's not bothering anything.
All right, so we got Reuben's tonight. There's a story behind this. I've always been asked, where did you learn cooking from? And I've always been creative and been able to use the resources I had and was allowed to use to make something good. But I didn't start cooking until Kaki went to work full-time as a manager in a supermarket, and I was unemployed, but I had like my own little side business. So I was like the stay-at-home dad, and I've told this story on here before, but I wanted Kaki to come home to a home-cooked meal. So I wanted to be creative, and there was a couple of people that I learned from, number one and two, because I don't remember which one I saw first, but it was Chef John from Food Wishes, and then Laura Vitale.
Laura Vitale.
Yeah, those were my cooking mentors. And then once I really started to get into it, Kaki and my mom started to help me out and say, you don't do this, you can't do this, you want to add this, so and so. But this Reuben dip was in the top. It had to be the first of three main recipes that I started to do, and I haven't done it in over 10 years. But and I added a little twist to it.
Here's Molly.
I think it's gonna be amazing. Hello, Strawberry.
Hello, Strawberry. Yeah, we've done Reubens on here many times.
Yeah, but not this.
This is Reuben. Well, Jamie's is Reuben dip. Mine's a straight up Reuben sandwich. Pastrami on a Reuben sandwich is the only way I have a Reuben sandwich.
I don't like corned beef.
I'm not really a fan of corned beef. I like pastrami because it has more flavor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No salt was added to this already.
No salt was needed in this meal.
Yeah.
At all. Come on, Molly, sit down.
Yeah, I think. I mean, I've had corned beef before. My dad recently
Your
made
dad makes
corned
really
beef,
good corned beef.
and I tried it, and it was good. But I'll pick pastrami 10 times over.
Well, yeah, if your dad makes corned beef, I'll
Justin?
eat it because it comes out really good because of the way he cooks it and the beer and everything. But when it comes to like deli meat, like the sliced stuff, I prefer the pastrami. Which, let me tell you something, Boar's Head pastrami is $20 a freaking pound.
Why don't you say how much we...
Highway robbery, because Jamie needed a pound for his dip because he made his dad a sandwich too for lunch tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So then I was like, I didn't want that. So then I got a half a pound. So for a pound and a half of fucking pastrami, it cost $31.53. I was like, holy shit. I didn't know how much it cost until we went to go make dinner, and I was like, damn.
And it's not like we could thank TikTok in the future for for paying us, because we're not going back to TikTok anytime soon.
Nope.
And that was the only money we were making on social media. But
it wasn't
I
even
think
a lot.
it wasn't even a lot, but at least like we could say, okay, well, you know what? At least we made the pastrami money for TikTok, this week.
Hello, Albert.
So
If you like people with Italian blood / genetics who are only fans of Reuben and pastrami. Yeah, that's highway robbery. You ain't kidding, Albert. But I only buy Boar's Head when it comes to deli meat because I don't know. I've worked with boar's head for many years.
This. And by the way, also the bread is
Hello,
Italian
Lisa.
bread from Meat Farms. It's the only bread I go with.
Oh, Justin, that sucks. Hope you feel better. Would you ever get pastrami again? Yes, but not that much.
Oh, that's hot.
Yes, but not a pound and a half's worth.
We don't do it a lot.
No.
Pastrami falls into one of those.
I wanted this last night.
And I told her, I said I was gonna do a Reuben on Sunday. I said if you could hold off, we'll do it together.
Yeah.
And then I don't remember what happened.
And then I couldn't figure out what I wanted. The daughter's driving me nuts in the store. I made a double decker.
I tried talking to Kaki into doing burritos.
I didn't want burritos.
No, I'm doing burritos tomorrow, I think. Amy, you haven't had a Philly cheesesteak in a while? Maybe Wednesday.
Philly cheese. It's been a while since we had Philly cheesesteaks.
Jamie, did you see last night's Collision? Technical difficulties. That's why Black Adam was on. I don't believe it was technical difficulties. I believe it was higher ups fucking with AEW. But
Hello,
I
Chris.
saw as much as I saw until they cut it off and aired Black Adam.
Mo, knock it off.
Where's my Cheetos? In the freezer downstairs. Do you have
Dan khakis looks like a yeah. I used to work in a deli, Albert.
You want?
But hell yeah, look at that
I think
sucker.
people think. Here's what I'll say. Cheetos in the freezer is a thing, right? It's my thing. It's what I do. I think some people think like, oh, putting anything in the freezer, because I've seen people put like tampons in the freezer. It's no. I'm gonna take you guys right now, exclusively YouTube Live, because I don't want to mess up the angle, Liz. So sorry, whatever the mark we're at right now, that's when I'm taking the camera downstairs to show you a fresh bag of Cheetos ready to unload next Friday, unless I think I need it for a comparing date on sometime this week. So I'm going to take YouTube downstairs in the basement, show them the Cheetos in the freezer, talk to Liz and everybody and Jessica and everything, okay? Be right back.
Cigs in the freezer for sure. Not in our freezer. Reuben's are one of my
You'll be able to
favorite
watch this.
sandwiches. Yours looks absolutely. Thank you. She puts everything in the freezer too. Cookies, Doritos, everything.
I always forget which freezer it's at. Oh, look at these. These some bitches are gonna be amazing on Friday. You guys remember that balloon that Kaki got me for Valentine's Day? The heart-shaped pizza.
I like the IRL stream. To a Thousand Island, Chris? No Thousand Island dressing here. It's Russian dressing.
Homemade, baby.
Homemade
Our
Russian
basement
dressing.
looks so dirty, but it's all like paint stuff. Not that it's actually dirty.
It's just messy.
Okay.
Somebody said, "Yay, field trip." Oh, strawberry. Yay, field trip.
A little bit of a field trip. I don't do it often, but sometimes it's warranted. Because like, there's a lot of people on social media that pretend to do something for attention, and every chip that I put in the freezer is because my mom's the one that started this shit. Mine's really good.
The onion rings were what, Nathan's?
Yeah.
Nathan's brand onion rings, Lisa. No, nothing takeout.
I almost picked up Red Robin, and they did not look.
No, I don't like the Red Robin onion rings. You can do more of that. Like maybe stream on the runs. That'd be fun for you.
What?
You stream while you go running.
I can't. I tried it before. You remember when I got fired
Hello, Anne. Yes.
and I was starting to coach people?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right.
I was
remember.
streaming my runs. And some of you guys, and you know who you are, it was on TikTok. Some of you guys were in the stream, but I kept on buffering and I kept on freezing. And I did it for like a week. And I'm like, it's not worth it. I couldn't enjoy my run because I was trying to read comments. And, you know, until like Wi-Fi becomes a thing where there's no glitches and shit. Hello, Debbie. Do the chips stay fresh longer in the fridge? No freezer burn? I haven't. They don't last that long.
They don't last long enough to get freezer burn. As long as they're not open, they're fine.
Like I had a bag
Even
of,
if they're open, just make sure it's like sealed up like you would if you put them in the pantry.
I had a bag of Ruffles
Buffalo wing.
ones in there for like a month. Forgot about them. And they were perfect. You try this yet?
Mm-mm.
I just want your opinion on if you like your traditional Reuben or the dip a little bit better. Hello, Emily. Hey, girl. I watched last night's episode today. I saw there was 2 Emilys, so I put an S at the end of my name so it doesn't confuse. LOL, pregnant one here.
Pregnant one here. Hello, pregnant Emily. I was confused last night. She's like, I'm not pregnant. I'm from TikTok. And I'm like, oh. So now I'll know that's you. In freezer. No, that's not true, Albert, because if the bag's left open, they do get stale.
I only recommend someone opening up the bag and then wrapping it and putting it back in the freezer if you need it. You need those chips cold as soon as possible. No longer than 2 days. My opinion.
Never had a frozen Snicker candy from the freezer. I like my teeth the way they are. Abby wants the pickle.
I only got one.
What kind? They were Vlasic, kosher dill.
Jamie, do you still watch Collision? I tried to until fucking Black Adam showed up last night.
So The Rock took over?
Yeah, until the final boss took over.
Jamie's brothers are laughing at him last night. He's like, freaking this movie's on. He goes, of course it's a Rock movie, your brother says.
It wasn't. Listen, that shit that happened last night was not done on. It was not done by accident. Come on, what's the odds?
Yeah, well.
And I would love to see the amount of people that tuned off from AEW once they realized they were airing The Rock's movie. Fuck that. This is straight up diner tasting quality.
Mm-hmm.
Can't wait for you to try it.
Oh, I'll try.
Comment on Yelp about that? Yelp is food, right?
No, Yelp is like a review.
What do you want to comment? Collision last night? Crazy shit.
Yeah, it was good.
And it's hot.
It's still as good as I remember it to be, too.
Yeah.
AEW's losing fans left and right with how shitty it's starting to get. Shittier they get, the more complacent and boring WE will get.
WWE's not doing them. Yes, a bigger audience is watching, but WWE isn't exactly setting like everything out on fire like they were. Yeah, I kind of figured, Justin. I'm a fan of both of them. I watch and enjoy both of them, and if one of them shits the bed and someone asks me what I thought about the show, I'll be honest with them. It pissed me off last night. It's one thing if like a League of Their Own played. Okay, I believe technical difficulties, but somebody on the board of TKO, who is a very, very big shadow on the WWE, history, for his shitty movie to play. No, fuck that. I'm gonna stay in. I'm 100% on the AEW side of things. It's not right. Yeah, no, I know. I don't know. I might be going to Money in the Bank. That'd be cool. Where's that at? I feel Turner is starting to see AEW isn't as big as a priority as
it used to be.
Is John Cena still around?
He's the champion.
He's the champion, girl. Come on, Strawberry.
Even I know that.
Los Angeles. All right.
Freaking full already.
Yeah? Don't force yourself.
I'm not
gonna force
going
myself
to.
either.
That was a beefy sandwich. I'll end up eating the other half tomorrow.
Oh, I meant to ask you guys. Because I didn't look. But I saw a couple of comments about
I don't
LOL
watch it, just wondering, gotcha.
to the last of. Yeah, no, I am not everybody's wrestling fans. I get it. Last night we ended the video, and some of you said LOL to the ending. What was it that had you guys laughing? That happened?
Did you leave the ET thing in there again?
Oh yeah, that's a normal thing. That's not
Oh.
unless you've never seen it before. Yeah, well, you could blame Brother Dwayne for that one, Albert.
The heel turn goes and shit the bed.
I'm curious to see the truth match, though. Yeah, that'll be good. I think that'll be good. It's gonna be a full day of wrestling.
One.
Saturday night's main event,
When is
and
that?
then it's also. You know about this, but
When is it?
it is the same day as their AEW Stadium show. All Out or All In. They had their time
What
slot at
date?
8 o'clock. I don't fucking know the number.
That's what I was asking.
I don't know what today's date is.
Today's 18th.
It's in August.
Oh,
I know that. And
months away.
Months away. But AEW moved their stadium show start time from 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock all the way down to like noon because WWE is bringing in Saturday night's main event free on NBC. It's fucked up. I mean, I get it. I understand it. But not only that, but now there might be airing a all-women's PLE around noon to compete with...
And that'll probably do better.
I don't think so.
Wouldn't be shocked.
I don't pick teams. I don't. I'm fair. And I'll watch both. Luckily, I can watch one on each monitor. So I can watch them both at the same time.
True.
Just one I have to pay for.
Did Jamie watch any other sports? No.
No, I'll watch the Mets if there's nothing else on, and they're on. I'll watch a good basketball game if my brothers are watching it, but I don't like set time aside to gotta watch the football game. Football is the least what I will watch. I could get into a baseball game.
You can't see what Albert sent. I don't know why. It says WWE picking on AEW is like a full-grown man picking on a child. There's no need for them to constantly fuck with them. Let them be. The shit is over.
Yeah, it's not a competition. I mean, the only competition both companies are going for is talent. You know what I mean? If and that's the truth. They're fighting over talent. They're not. The ratings is nowhere near even a close, head to head. There's no, oh, he's coming here. No, WWE is like way ahead of them. But I think, listen, you piss someone off enough, they're gonna do something crazy. And Tony Khan ain't afraid to write a certain number on a checkbook. So, and I still do, and I've been saying this for a couple of years now, he's gonna get his shit in order, and he's gonna figure out the golden goose and figure out the right way to go, and he's gonna do something that's gonna get people talking. Not even talent wants to go, well, we'll see. Money talks, Albert. Right? At the end of the day, some people don't care about how many people are watching you. They're looking at their bank account.
Bills still have to be paid.
Yeah. Hey, Bax.
Hello, Bax.
Football is the best. You sound like one of my brothers. This is very filling.
Oh yeah, it is.
And I was thinking the ones, because I made my dad one too. I'm like, oh, he's gonna be hungry after he still eats it. No, he'll be good.
A lot of stuff stuffed in there. You know?
Yeah. I gotta get rid of that little bowl.
No, I don't know why you can't really see it.
Yeah, I tried cutting it the other night, and our son's like, "Don't cut it."
Push it to the side.
What does he say?
I think WWE is saving Lesnar for whenever AEW does something monumental. They're just going to pull Brock Lesnar out of their back pocket. Be like,
I think there's only so many times you can pull out a Brock Lesnar or a Goldberg to get people excited. Like, there's rumors about Goldberg coming back to wrestle Gunther. Everybody's shitting on it. Nobody wants to see it. And then, unfortunately, with Brock, they've brought him back, as many times as a bad case of herpes
Jesus.
On an exciting date that it's almost like, oh, not tonight. You know what I mean? So it's like,
not this again.
Not this again, yeah.
Yeah, the onion rings are like, you cook them just the right amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
They're not like overly crunchy and they're not like soggy.
They're perfect. Yeah, I'm gonna eat only one of these because I don't think you want any belly button marks on your head.
No, I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. Oh, MILF, yeah. It's later though, it's 1:10.
For what?
My 30-week appointment. I go every 2 weeks now because I'm entering that home stretch.
Almost there. Lucky. Yeah, pain in the ass.
Albert said, because it never pops up here, I don't know why. Imagine being that rich and having a dad that generous. All the money Tony Khan has blown and hasn't made any profit. Lucky son of a bitch. Excuse me.
Jamie, I'd hate football too if I lived in New York.
The Jets and the Giants blow.
Yeah, even if they were great,
Don't follow football.
I don't think I could get into it. I can. You know what it is? I have to see people's faces. I have to hear them talk. I can't just watch a sport based on how well they perform, especially when you have to like rely on teammates. You know what I mean? Like baseball is like it's very rare I'll watch it.
Abby, it shows for me on my end, but that's also my account we're watching here, so I don't know. Maybe that's why it's not showing up there. Is it showing up here? I don't know. Because I hit show too, so.
Yeah, and he didn't say anything.
Yeah, well, no, I don't know why it does that.
And people like sometimes say, "Why do you?"
Because he
ignore us?"
says, because it said bitch, so it censored it.
Oh.
I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling okay today. Can't complain. Woke up, my feet weren't swollen, so that was a plus.
Jamie, suck on this. I like your video start. Thank you much. Can I figure out how it started a little bit differently tonight?
I live in New York, and I'm a Bills fan. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I know, Albert. I used to be really skinny.
What?
No, he said I ran into a 6-year-old stream of you guys, and it was titled 50 Chicken Wings Mukbang, and the margarita pizza looked so good on that stream, and it's crazy how skinny Khaki was. I know. You know, it's funny.
What I just said before?
No.
I said something before we went out live on tonight.
Last night you told me I was going to break the toilet.
But that wasn't... Don't explain before people start thinking, like, what the fuck is wrong with him? Explain yourself first.
So, when I showered last night, our brother-in-law and sister-in-law, and kids plus our kids, they were out for a walk. And if you walk the block behind us, if somebody's in the bathroom, you see the light on. And I always have the window open because it gets hot in there. So you could see the light was on, but you can't see who's in the bathroom because it's directly over the toilet.
And even if you were, you can't see. We have
you can't see.
It's like a two-way kind of thing.
So there, apparently, Marissa was trying to see who was in the shower, and she was taking her phone and zooming in, but you can't see. So I'm like, oh, if I would have known that, I would have stuck my bare ass in the window and given you a full moon. And then Jamie goes, I wouldn't do that. You might break the toilet. And I'm just like, I don't break the toilet when I sit on it.
Standing up and balancing is a different thing, and that's what I meant. My Aunt Christine broke the toilet when she was pregnant, and she was just sitting down.
Well.
That's a true story. That happened in, I think, Oceanside or Long Beach. So I thought about you balancing yourself, and God forbid falling, you might break the toilet. That's why I said that. So, and I told Keki, it was not a weight thing. It was just like a pregnancy thing, standing up on a toilet that you don't usually stand up on. But you saw my Aunt Christine, she broke the fucking toilet.
I'm not saying anything.
And she was pregnant with Cassie.
I'm not saying shit.
I'm saying it. She did.
But yeah, Albert, I used to be really skinny. I'll get back there one day. I promise. It's going to happen. But it was kind of funny because our daughter has a dance, the spring fling that she's going to, and she needed a dress. And I took her dress shopping the other day, and then what we picked up didn't fit her right. It was weird how it was tight in some spots, loose in other spots, and the straps were really weird. So I'm like, you know what? I have dresses in my closet. Let's see if they fit you. And she goes, I don't even remember you wearing this dress. I was like, that's because I was really skinny and I only wore it once. But it looked good on her, too.
She didn't like it.
She didn't like it, but she looked good. So we ended up buying her own dress anyway.
I told Peggy last night that I was going to be doing some remodeling on the good old Space Mountain. If you know, you know. I said, Keki, when you decide to, Charlie's here. And Keki's like, I can't wait. I said, you get to go back onto your shit. I can't wait to see the older version of you. And I compared her to something else, and she goes, oh, great. So you don't want... And I explained myself. And I'm not going to say it on here because I don't know if they watch. It's just like appropriate to do. But I said, we're going to be older and in shape once the baby gets here. Stop it. I can't give you any of this. What's a pregnant ass does?
Well, that's what a pregnant ass does. LMAO. Big butts cannot lie. It's true. That is very true.
I'm not opening that.
I'm not eating the other half of that. I'll end up eating that tomorrow.
This was slapping though.
Yeah. It was good.
Best Reuben I've ever done. Nick's all the way this year. Nick's are doing good. Knickerbockers.
Look, he's got the big head. Yeah, I know. He's waiting for food.
In that stream, Jamie took his shirt off and he had muscles. I did.
He was even flexing his pecs.
Yeah, I was in shape. Me and Kathy were like in the best shape of our lives together.
Yeah.
Probably what, 5 years ago?
2018.
4.5 years ago. 5 years ago,
2018.
whatever it
Longer
was.
than that. 2018. 2017 into 2018, we were.
Yeah, that was like before I had long hair. It was like
That
when my
was
hair
like
was
peak.
growing out. It was peak.
What was peak? Because I was getting ready for my best friend's wedding. I was bridesmaid. I didn't want to be the fat one.
And this is actually before we were filthy animals in the bedroom either.
Yeah.
Imagine if we both looked like that and what we do now. Oh my goodness. That'd be scary. We could make money off of those videos.
I'm not making money off of anything like that.
Down the line.
Nope.
We'll talk about it.
No.
It's like imagine doing all these tricks on training wheels and then the training wheels are taken off and you got the good bike. You don't got the Huffy.
Got that mountain bike.
What? What'd you say?
I've got that mountain bike.
I got like a mongoose and you got whatever the, you know.
Oh yeah, where Jamie ripped off his shirt and punched me in the nose. Yeah. Yeah, and then somebody like reposted that on YouTube and people were calling me over dramatic. Meanwhile, this man accidentally bonked me right in my big ass nose. Do you not see how big this is?
How could I miss
He
it?
hit me right here. How could he miss it?
That surprised me. People clip our clips from
And
our shows
people,
and then
well, there was so much hate towards me. Meanwhile, I'm the one that got punched in the face. Right smack dab in between my eyes. People are like, oh, she's so dramatic. That didn't hurt. Do you see how big this thing is? It fucking hurt.
Alright. Let's go to bed. Guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for being polite and not being trolls.
Or assholes.
Or schmucks. Maybe I said something tonight that you'll leave your opinion about me tomorrow.
Oh, hello, Jazzy. Stop scratching me.
But good night, guys.
Have a good night, guys. Yeah, Abby's dog, Macy, is Lucky's twin. They look exactly alike.
Lucky?
Yeah, Lucky and Macy.